I wasn't human. I wasn't an animal. I was an entity. I was a tub of lard.
Hey folks, what's good? I'm Deets, your friendly neighborhood anti-troll. And today I have a new queen to introduce to you. And no, it is not of the stream queen variety. You know how the YouTube algorithm likes to try to find you new channels to watch based on topics and keywords that you've previously shown some sort of interest in? Well, recently it did just that for me. But before we get in too deep, let me back up just a bit for a minute. Personally, for me, it has been getting more and more unbearable to watch Amberlynn on the daily. Her smugness, the way she treats others, and lately, the repetition has also been out of control. I'm currently working on a May supercut to follow up on the one that I created for April, and it's really just been highlighting all of this in such a very clear way. And while I'm probably never going to stop pointing out, the toxic behavior that I see out here in GorlWorld and beyond, every now and then I do need to branch out and consume content from other creators, preferably ones that aren't behaving quite so badly. So, that being said, I decided to give ye old YouTube homepage a look to see what the algorithm would serve up. And serve, it did. At first glance, I could see why YouTube thought this channel would align with the girls. A quick scan of the channel's videos, and immediately I felt right at home amongst the food content, both making and eating it, the shopping hauls, the talking heads, the get ready with me's, even trips to the ER. I saw a younger woman making her way through life, sharing her everyday struggles, adventures, and stories. Word, I saved a couple of her videos to my watch later queue and went about my day. The thing is, and forgive me for a moment here, but I really wasn't expecting too much. And it's not because of anything I saw in her thumbnails or titles, it's more about me. I like to give almost any channel a try. My ADHD brain requires constant stimulation, so I'm always on the hunt for new content. This basically means that, I often do come across channels that just aren't my cup of tea. But this time, I was actually intrigued.
It's like you took the magic pill.
The first video I watched of hers, it was a story time, and it was actually pretty messy.
I'm gripping my bed like this. But it doesn't end there. Oh no, because why would this story end there, honey?
But it was really funny.
So as I'm on the zip line, I'm over here now puking this rainbow life essence thing, and in the bucket that I was puking in, because yes, honey, there was a bucket. Bucket had the universe in it. Woo! Yeah! So here I am, gripping my bed in the earth as I'm watching the earth in this bucket while I'm puking out life essence. Honey.
I was just so entertained by that one video that I was ready to give another one a try. So, I hit play on the next video.
But as soon as I opened that door, the horrors, bitch.
The more I watched, how do I put this? I don't want you to take it the wrong way, Just hear me out on this for another minute or two, but I do think that the algorithm thought it found me another girl to watch, to add to GorlWorld.
We're shopping at Target, so come along with me, y'all. Everywhere I go, people ask if I smell like a bakery or if I smell like cookies. Honey, I'm a big girl. I want to smell like you want to eat me, okay? There's just something about going in a candle aisle and smelling them all.
But it was so wrong. Like, this person could only be a girl from an alternate time-space continuum where girls are authentic, relatable, and likable.
Come on, honey, we're going to work. We're going to work today. Come join in on the fun.
So, let's escape the toxicity of GorlWorld for a moment and watch someone that I think deserves a lot more attention.
And that is exactly what I wanted, okay?
Justine the Queen.
Hello, y'all. My name is Justine, and as always, I am your ruling queen here on this Chanel, y'all. As always, I am the beautiful queen here on this Chanel, y'all. Chanel, my name is Justine. Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited today. I'm ready. Like, are we gonna go? We are going shopping. As always, I am the beautiful queen here on this Chanel, y'all. You're doing it wrong. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. First and foremost, the claws are gone. I get that. And don't let anyone else tell you. And let's begin.
Justine the Queen is a channel with almost 200 subscribers at time of filming, and describes herself as a multifaceted queen on a wild adventure.
Party.
Honestly, I think that's pretty fitting. Here's the thing, at first glance, the commonalities between Justine and Amberlynn Reed and even Foodie Beauty are there, but only in regard to subject matter. I don't actually think that they are all that alike in any way, really. It's somewhere in between the winged eyeliner and her love of candles and her mental health ups and downs.
It's been a little bit of a struggle bus, I'm not gonna lie.
Me being someone who spends a lot of time studying GorlWorld, it is kind of natural for my brain to go there. And sure, that is exactly why she showed up as a recommendation from YouTube, right? The algorithm, it picked up on the same things that I just mentioned.
We're filming a Get Ready With Me. I haven't done one in a while. We are hitting up a couple of stores today. So I walk into the ER. I'm starting to have a panic attack.
But that's where it ends. The algorithm is only smart enough to pick up on these topical similarities, not actual personality traits, lived experiences, or entertainment value. Because literally all you have to do is watch a few moments of one of Justine the Queen's videos to see that, there's no hatred behind her eyes.
And honey, when I say she is so pearlescent, she is glitter the house down boots, bitch. Oh.
She's funny.
Beat me up. Hello, beat me up. I'm ready.
And sure, she's got big emotions.
I was having a little bit of a breakdown the other day.
But her emotion, it isn't being served with a side of victimhood. Now, we're going to dig in just a little bit further, but before we do, Minnie Waffles is here in the studio and wants to say hi. There she is. Yes, you always know when I hit record, don't you? Nice catch. You being a good girl today? All right, good job. All right, let's continue. Justine she seems like a real human being. She may not always be perfect because who is?
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying.
But she also isn't out here being toxic by nature. As I mentioned, the first thing that drew me in was one of her story times.
Boy, can you tell a story?
Justine, she is a great storyteller.
I wasn't human. I wasn't an animal. I was an entity. Bitch, I was a tub of lard.
Plus, her stories are wild. She is out here living life.
I was like this pile of gelatin fat.
And as a trans woman out there living life, she has experiences that most of us don't.
When I moved back here, my doctor wanted to give me an MRI. Now, there is no fucking way that I should be dead named. That I have to go into a male changing room. You heard me right. I had to go into a male changing room.
I get to learn from her. It's very eye-opening because
they knew something was fishy and it wasn't pussy, honey. Okay, let's just say that.
Even when you think you know what life might be like for someone else, you don't know.
Because that is the most fucked up situation you can put a trans woman through.
No, her channel is not all about, Justine's identity. It just so happened that I watched a story time that took place in a medical situation, so it came up. Her stories, they are about whatever happens in her life, and let me tell you...
I mean, do you guys want to hear the time how I got abducted by aliens? I mean, I might as well fucking tell you now.
She gets herself into some moments and situations.
I have now been up for almost 30 hours. I haven't been able to fucking calm down. I had RuPaul's Drag Race and Trixie Mattel videos blasting nonstop just to try to calm down.
There is a certain authenticity to Justine. Now, for one, she doesn't have over a decade's worth of videos that prove that, she retells stories in different ways, let's say. She doesn't have a huge audience that she feels the need to prove wrong all the time. Or the need to convince a new audience that she's not so bad, right? Anyway, she just feels genuinely relatable and real to me.
I am currently down by the lake. Hold on, let me change the perspective for you guys really quick. We're literally at the lake. Beautiful scenery, you know what I mean? And let's eat some fucking sushi.
She's not trying to be someone that she's not, even when that someone, might be going through it.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a little, depresso up in my life a little bit.
Justine's imperfections are there. She just, she serves them up with a side of humor and friendliness. If she is in a low moment, it doesn't feel like she's sharing it for attention or playing the victim.
But literally today when I woke up, I just started crying and I couldn't stop. I really couldn't stop. And it's okay to cry.
She is just sharing her moment. Period. I do sincerely hope that if Justine sees this, she doesn't take too much offense to being compared to Amberlynn Reid, because I know that I would not love it personally, but truly the comparison is really just coming from YouTube's algorithm. How some code examines channels and makes predictions. In reality, when looked at with human eyes, Justine is a breath of fresh air. Well, maybe more like a breath of Mary Jane and scented candles.
Just when Mary Jane likes to take a visit.
But certainly a welcome addition to my queue. So thank you, Justine the Queen. You are appreciated. And I hope that at least a few of the folks who see this video will pop over to your channel and give you a chance. And that brings me to today's reminder. Today's reminder. Authenticity wins. All day, every day. If you want to check out Justine the Queen's channel, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Go give her some love. And if you wouldn't mind helping me out with the algorithm, unfortunately, you know that a non-GorlWorld video is going to need it. Hit like, comment, or share. And, if you're not sure what to say, I get it. Just leave me a crown emoji in the comments. I think you know why. You can also support this channel by becoming a member.
Hit that button, by the way. If you haven't hit that button, come on. You know you love me.
I'll leave a couple of videos on screen if you'd like to continue watching. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I am going to be the disco ball today when I walk into work.